Week 18 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few guards I looked at this week. The first guy, Josh Green of the Dallas Mavericks. So Josh Green, over the last few weeks here, he's come out of nowhere, and he's playing great basketball for this Maverick team. On the season, 9.4 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1.2 threes a game, and 57% from the field. But the last few weeks here, 16.9 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 2.6 assists, a steal, 1.9 threes, and 60% from the field. So right now, he's a guy that could score the basketball, and he's been a solid three-point shooter as well here as Josh Green. And we know this team traded a few guys away for Kyrie Irving. Is this Dallas Maverick team? Dorian Finney-Smith is gone, and Spencer Dinwiddie. And Josh Green's been getting an opportunity, playing anywhere from 35 to 40 minutes a game, especially since the trade February 8th at the Clippers. 14 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals, a block, a 3, 71% from the field. February 10th at Sacramento, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 threes, 58% from the field. And February 11th at the Kings, 23 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, 5 threes, and 66% from the field. So right now, Green available in 63% of fantasy leagues. And like I said, if you need some scoring, a guy can hit the 3-ball, on a decent rebounder as well, he can help fantasy owners in that category. And I definitely pick him up this week. The next guy, Dennis Schroeder of the Los Angeles Lakers. So we know Russell Westbrook's out of town. We know they brought in D'Angelo Russell, obviously, is this Laker team. But right now, Dennis Schroeder, over the last few games, he's really getting things going, and he's getting a little more playing time as well, 35 minutes a game. So on the season here for Schroeder, 12.7 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.2 threes, and 42% from the field. So obviously the shooting percentage isn't good, and even the 3-ball isn't great, but the last couple weeks here, he's getting it going once again. 14.6 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 1.4 threes, and 43% from the field. So this Laker team, they're trying to make a run now after the few trades they made, even though they've lost 3 out of 4 ball games. Here's Los Angeles. But like I said, Schroeder's getting more opportunity. Westbrook's out of town. I know D'Angelo Russell came in and Malik Beasley in the deal, but he's still the guy that's running the offense over here for Los Angeles when the ball's not in LeBron's hand. February 7th versus the Thunder, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 44% from the field. February 9th versus the Bucks, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 12 assists, a steal, a 3, 58% from the field. And February 11th at the Warriors, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 threes, and 58% from the field. So right now, definitely could be a hot streak for Schroeder, and then he could go back to pretty much being an idle fantasy option. But right now, while he's playing good basketball over the last few games and available in 63% of fantasy leagues, he's definitely a guard to go out there and get. The next guy is Josh Okogie of the Phoenix Suns. So we know the Suns gutted pretty much most of their bench in the Kevin Durant trade here last week at the deadline. But Josh Okogie's getting an opportunity over those last few games since then, and he's playing well on the season, though only 5.7 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 39% from the field. But the last few weeks here, 11.8 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.8 steals, 1.5 threes, and 45% from the field. So right now available in 88% of fantasy leagues here is Okogie. He's getting an opportunity, and he's playing well. I know Kevin Durant so far hasn't laced him up for this Phoenix Sun team, but even as a key guy off the bench, he's going to get playing time, I believe. The last couple games from February 9th at the Hawks, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, a block, 3 threes, 52% from the field. And February 10th at the Pacers, 17 points, 6 boards, 3 steals, 3 threes, and 50% from the field. So he's a guy, last couple games, 30-plus minutes a game, he's playing Okogie. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be playing that much once things are settled for this Phoenix Sun rotation in the starting lineup, but he's still a guy that could score the basketball, and a guy that was highly recruited out of college by the Minnesota Timberwolves, but he just hasn't panned out yet in the NBA. But right now, I would go out there on the wire and get him on my team. And like I said, he's available in a decent amount of fantasy leagues here at 88% of leagues as Okogie. The next guy is Devontae Graham of the San Antonio Spurs. So Graham, he got traded at the deadline for Josh Richardson here. Was Graham Pelicans with the Spurs. And on the season for Graham, it's been a very down year. 5.8 points a game, 1.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.4 threes, and 37% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, he's getting it going just a bit. 12.8 points a game, 1.3 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 3 threes, and 40% from the field here for Devontae Graham. So right now, Graham, we know a few years ago was one of the better scorers with that Hornet team, but the last couple seasons the numbers have dropped off drastically. So the last couple games for him since he debuted with San Antonio, February 10th at the Pistons, 31 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 threes, 40% from the field. And then February 11th at the Hawks, 9 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 threes, and 37% from the field. So right here, he's going to have some games where he goes off because San Antonio don't have that many options on the offense. And then he's going to have some games where he only gets a couple points here, is Devontae Graham. But right now, he's available in 76% of fantasy leagues, and he's definitely a guy if you need some scoring, and a guy's going to play some decent minutes, anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes a game. He's a guy to go out there and get this week in the 5th and final guard. I look to get on the wire this week here. Jalen Noble of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So things opened up here for Noble. Joel Russell traded out of town on the season here for Noble. 11.2 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.1 threes, and 45% from the field. But the last couple weeks, 13.6 points a game, 2.9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.7 threes, and 52% from the field. So right here, he's a guy that could score the basketball. And if he's going to get an opportunity now, anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes a game, he's a guy that could give you some rebounding as well and assisting. February 7th at the Nuggets, 4 points, 2 boards, and assist, 25% from the field. February 8th at Utah, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 6 threes, and 68% from the field. And February 10th at Memphis, 21 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 3 threes, and 56% from the field. So with D'Angelo Russell out of town, and I know Mike Conley came in the deal here with Minnesota and Utah and the Lakers in that 3-team deal, but right here, Noble's getting an opportunity. And like I said, he's a guy that could score the basketball. Right now, he's getting a chance available in 84% of leagues, so that's a few guards I look to add here in Week 18 of the fantasy basketball season.